So my name's Bill Mundy. I'm the Associate Director for Partnerships and Growth here at Federation University. And my role's been to effectively develop the APRATEC initiative. So APRATEC is effectively the Asia Pacific Renewable Energy Training Centre. And again, it's got a genesis that's taken us over 6 years. In that 6-year period, what we've been able to achieve is the development of a business case, if you like, that established the reasons why we'd want to establish a renewable energy training centre. It's called the Asia Pacific Renewable Energy Training Centre because that's exactly what it is. It's going to service the Asia Pacific region with the skills for folks that want to work in the wind energy sector. And it'll provide them with, as I said, the heights-based training, the apprenticeship for blade technicians, and of course the turbine technician training. I come from a commercial background. I'm not a teacher, I'm not a trainer, I'm not a curriculum person, I'm not a quality person, I'm a commercial person. And I entered the university some 6 years ago as a part of the development of, if you like, the business development assets at that stage. I looked around and saw that the renewable energy sector at that time was burgeoning. What we currently know is that turbine technicians and blade technicians are one of the most sought after roles in the Australian workforce. These roles are the roles of the future. And as an individual that had no background in the TAFE sector, what I could see was the opportunity for our organisation to take a leading role in the development of skills that would enforce our ability to transition to a more sustainable future. So my journey with the ISSI Fellowship started in 2019. I was encouraged to apply by colleagues that worked in the Department of Education who felt that the work that I was doing in the APRATEC initiative was something that was worthy of applying for. I knew nothing about the ISSI and thought, why would I possibly be accepted for a fellowship given I'm not a teacher? In fact, I even asked the question, should I apply? So I went through the application process, and when I came out the other end of it, what I recognised was that I do have something to offer. I do have something to contribute to our sector, the TAFE sector, and to our state, and if you like, to the entire nation as a part of the activities that I'm doing. So my travel plans will see me take up the fellowship in 2023. I intend to travel to South Africa, to America and to Europe. And across those continents, I intend to visit training organisations that have got similar activities to our own here in Australia. And I intend to spend time with state-based or jurisdictional-based TAFE organisations that will give me an understanding for how they have built the skills and what they've done in their training systems to enable them to deliver the skills for the wind energy sector. Whilst I'm in Europe, I tend to visit academies that have been established by major renewable energy developers, so Idribola, for example, and then I intend to also go and visit organisations like Vestas, Acciona, to name a few, who are major original equipment manufacturers of wind turbines, and to learn from them in their training centres as a part of the work they do to train their technicians at a global level. Importantly, I intend to go to America, where in America I want to visit the college that will be training our teachers to teach here in Australia to be turbine technicians. I think the flooding that existed back in 2011, the bushfires that have occurred over the course of the last 10 years or so, have all started to trigger in my mind the importance of the fact that we've got to transition away from the carbon-based economy we are currently in to effectively live on our planet and not destroy our planet. And we certainly feel that we'll be able to support that with our APRATEC initiative, but I certainly feel I'll be able to understand the needs of the transition through the work that I do as a part of my fellowship travelling globally. In the course of 2022, we held what was called an Industry and Education Day, where we invited career teachers and we invited industry folks to come together. As a part of that event, we gave people the opportunity to see the the brilliant infrastructure that we've built, and we had industry talk to careers teachers from high schools about the opportunities in the renewable energy sector, particularly the wind sector. We had teachers and we had careers advisors and principals from around the region come to us and say they didn't think that the jobs that existed in the renewable energy sector were jobs that their students could take a part in, which was really astounding. But also it was quite refreshing to think that we were able to provide these people, these teachers, principals and careers advisors with the information that is going to help them to influence students at their high schools into choosing a career that could well lead them to be a part of the renewable energy sector, particularly the wind generation sector. I've had to remain tenacious to continue to fight the battle for what I've seen as the opportunities of the future for our business, and for the need that is glaringly obvious right across Australia in terms of the jobs that exist in the sector that we're looking to serve. Certainly, as I started the conversation inside the business, there was plenty of sceptics around why would we want to do this? Why would we want to provide support to the wind energy sector when at that point in time there was no obvious need for jobs, etc. The workforce was imported from all over the world. Well, the reason why, and the reason why I continue to remain steadfast in my belief in what we were doing, was because we need to develop the jobs locally. The jobs that we have available to Australians to work in this sector need to be developed locally, and the training for those jobs needs to be developed locally. We had no training in Australia. We had no career pathways. Through the initiative we've developed, we certainly have those career pathways. And yes, I've had to remain steadfast in my ambition to bring together the APRETEC initiative. At the end of the day, it's about industry, it's about our children and our children's children having opportunities to work in the sector in the longer term.